Hey there guys, my name is Marcus, and in this video I'm going to compare Wix with Squarespace. The first thing I'm going to share with you is what I actually recommend for you to use, like in what situation I would recommend Squarespace and in what situation I would recommend Wix. Then I'm going to compare pricing plans, and then I'm going to compare also templates and then main features. So let's start. Now, the biggest difference between Wix and Squarespace is the way how you can edit the website. So in Wix, you are free to do everything, right? So you come here to Wix and you can overlay this button through the image, and you don't have limitations like comparing to Squarespace. So you can simply move it, you can simply do the animations. On the other hand, on Squarespace, when you would come here and let's say that I want to add a section, I can simply add a section. And when you're going to add a section, you are limited to the design of your columns. I would say, I would name it like that. You come here to the, like, let's say that I want to move the chart and I have limitations, what I can do with it. There are two advantages or like two disadvantages in both. Let me share with you, you will like this so much. So first disadvantage in Squarespace is that you have a limitation. Like let's say that I want to make this spacer even smaller. You are unable to do that. You can't do it even smaller. So to have changes and to change things, you need to use spacers a lot in Squarespace. But there is huge, this is the disadvantage. The second disadvantage in Wix is that you need to always optimize it also for mobile. So let's say that yes, you are free to edit everything, but Wix has problems with breakpoints and responsibility for mobile. So let's say that you need to always do the double amount of work because you always need to edit it, like how it looks on mobile and how it looks on a computer. Also, Google likes websites which are responsive. So if your website is not going to be responsive, you are not going to get the first rankings on Google. And this is like another thing that I think Squarespace is winning. But it really boils down to what do you actually like and what do you actually need, right? If you enjoy to create a website in which you can edit everything, that you are like a nomad or someone in a forest, just like running, doing whatever you want, okay. But if you like to have a structure, if you like to be effective, if you just like to build things up, just write a blog, add a product and make it simple, Squarespace is much better choice. So if you want to build up, let's say I'm a yoga teacher, both websites are great. Both website builders are great for it. If let's say I want to build an e-commerce store, I wouldn't personally use e-commerce for more than 5-10 products. This is my preference, or Squarespace or on Wix, only because it can get overwhelming, and I think Shopify in that regard is much better, only because Shopify got also better templates. It's more expensive, but you get multi-currency, but it's a completely different topic. Just for more products, if you can have 20-30 products, use Shopify, don't use Wix and Squarespace. It's not effective, it's going to get overwhelming. And Shopify in that way is much better. Now, let's go further to the pricing plans. When you come here to the Wix, you have two kind of pricing plans. The first one is for the normal website, and the second one is for e-commerce. When you would come here for the Wix, you see the $12.50, the unlimited. Then on the other hand, on Squarespace, you see only this type of, like personally, it's 15 euro. So it's a little bit expensive even comparing to unlimited. When we exchange it to dollars, it's more expensive. But I recommend when you want to choose Wix, go with the unlimited bandwidth, so your site will be fast. Then on a Squarespace, you're gonna see the business, which is 24 euro. But the huge, like, no, it's not a huge disadvantage, but I recommend going with a e-commerce basic or advanced e-commerce, only because you're gonna have abundant chat recovery and things like that. And even that is a little bit more expensive comparing to Wix. But let's just say that I want to build a small e-commerce store. I would possibly go with the Squarespace because I really want to, I don't want to have the hassle of creating the website. But maybe you like it. Maybe you like to be free, right? With the buttons, and that you can overlay everything and do it as much as you want. It's completely up to you what you want, right? I'm just giving you the information. Now, e-commerce and advanced e-commerce is 42 and 28 euro. Right here, business unlimited is 25 and 35. And it's a little bit expensive on Squarespace. But let's talk about the features now and templates. When we compare the templates, I think that Wix is winning here, only because when you would come here to the store, you have multiple categories that you don't have actually in Squarespace. You have like only type, right? Online store, and then you can choose between those. I mean, they are okay-ish. So let's say I'm going to preview Dario, and I can choose that, or you can really choose which one you want. But again, Wix is winning here because the way how you get it structured, and you can really choose, like, let's say I want to store for arts and crafts, right? That I want to connect it with my Etsy store. In that way, Wix is more better. Now, on the other hand, when we compare the SEO, this is the next thing I've prepared for you. SEO is better also on Wix, only because when you would come here and you would click menus and pages, and you would simply click on a new page, you can click here SEO Google, and then you can edit everything, right? How it looks on Google, and it's pretty and it's easy to understand. Also, Wix offers you the way how you can optimize the whole website from the SEO standpoint through it's called like they're going to ask you questions. It's in the menu for marketing SEO, and they are going to ask you questions and optimize it for you, like in what way your site is about, etc. In Squarespace, you have only way how you can do it. When I'm going to click done, save, let me show you. I click here on pages, about, settings, and you see it right here. URL slug, and you can really edit that pretty, I think, comparing to Wix. That yes, you have the SEO title here, description, but personally, I think that Wix is winning here when you would come here to the settings here and for your site. And I'm going to click exit editor. You can simply select the site here and then click marketing SEO, and you can edit everything here, and it's more complex comparing to a Squarespace that yes, you have the SEO here in the general, but on Wix it's just better. Now, to go further to the next thing I prepared for you is like how you can add blog and e-commerce. On both you got the offer when you're gonna click in the My Store here, and you can simply add a store manager and add a product. And you're gonna see products right here. So I'm a product, and you can simply edit it or add a new one. Pretty simple, pretty easy to understand. Same with when you would come here to Squarespace, you have e-commerce here. Then you're gonna see the pages here, how we can add a blog. Same thing. You can add a blog post, and you can edit the blogs. So right here, I can click on it, and I can edit it straight away. Now another thing on Wix, it's working like that. I click my blog here, create a post, and when you're gonna be here, you need to add a catch title, and I like it on Wix more personally. So to summarize this whole video, guys, they're both good, but it really boils down to if you like the freestyle editing that you have on Wix, or you want the structured editing that you have on Squarespace. Based on that, I would choose what you want. Wix got better SEO, Squarespace is also got higher pricing. I like the templates more on Wix comparing to Squarespace. What I like about Wix is they try more and more to optimize their website builder. From year by year, it's getting better and better, but it's still not it from my perspective. On both, you can have integrations. You're gonna have on Wix a lot of applications that you can use. The one personal thing that I don't really like that sometimes happens on Wix, that it's kind of slow and the load time is higher and longer. And that's pretty much it. So if you have any questions, guys, ask me down below in comments. They are both great. What you can do, that simply add here, and you can add multiple things like stripes, and you can edit it as much as you want. On Squarespace, when you come here to pages, let's say to about, or what we do, you can simply add whatever you want personally, and then yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you very much, guys, for watching. I hope you choose wisely, and my recommendation is test both. On Wix, you have free account that you can use forever. On Squarespace, you got 14-day free trial that you can use. On Wix you can build a website forever and then just like start paying money. That's a huge advantage. Also on Wix you have only templates, so it's hard to choose and switch the template when you're going to choose one. On Squarespace you're just gonna have the free trial and then simply use it. So thank you very much guys for watching. Have a great day and goodbye. See ya.